Christopher Rai, and I'm an HRMS consultant at Flexo, and I will talk to you today about the spring release of SuccessFactors. We will talk about the changes in platform, recruiting, goals and performance, and learning. Let's start with platform. Platform, everyone has this. We have two big changes in this release. First of all, the profiles preview and the spotlight, and we will also talk about the full people profile. But that's a lot of terminology. What does it mean? So the profile preview is what you can see here, the blue bar at the right. That's the first detail that you get when you searched for an employee and you selected him. It contains a brief summary of the details. When you open up the spotlight, the screen transitions a little bit and it shows more background information about the employee. If you go one step further, then you will see all the details of the employee in the full people profile. Now, why is this distinction important? Well, in this release, the spotlight and the profile preview become universally available, meaning that everyone will have that, mandatory. But the full people profile is still optionally, so you can already configure it and choose to activate it, but it's not yet mandatory. For recruiting, we have two changes. First of all, in the Applicant Management tool, there is now a drag and drop functionality. I will show you here in the screenshot. This means that you can select one or more applicants and drag them to the step in the pipeline that you want to move them. Behind the scenes, the system will perform checks using the eligibility rules and also check the permissions. And if something happens that goes a little bit wrong or shouldn't happen, the system will inform you with a warning message or an error message. This one is a change that will make your life easier, because in the past, when your certificate for your career site was expiring, you needed to contact your IT department to renew the certificate. It also is a little bit technical, but now you can choose to use a standard URL provided by SAP, and when you choose to do so, SAP will also take over this management of the certificates, so you don't have to worry anymore about expiring certificates. In goals and performance, we already mentioned this in previous communications. We have the latest goal management, which becomes universally available in this release, which means that everyone will use it. In this latest goal management, you can use the easier setup and management of goals, and of course there is also an easier and better navigation possibilities. What is now also supported is a link from an activity to a goal in different goal plans. So in the past you were limited to one activity, then you could link it to one goal, but now you can link it up to 20 performance goal or development goals across different goal plans. We also have the latest My Forms page, which makes it more easy to find your forms, because the page is more intuitive to use and it's more simplified than the previous experience. This is not yet mandatory to use, but since it's a step forward, I can only recommend to take a look at it and activate it if you prefer. In learning, we also have a big change coming up, and that's the transitioning from the legacy learning homepage to the latest learning homepage. The switch is not yet mandatory, so you still have some time to prepare, but we warmly recommend to start preparing if you didn't do so, because next release at the end of this year, the switch will be mandatory, and then everyone will experience the new learning homepage, which looks like the screenshot on the page. So it looks more modern and it's more user-friendly. Another advantage is in the latest homepage that you can now also use the browse functionality again, so you can search without any search criteria, and then you get a list of all the trainings that your company offers so that you can make your choice without limitations. That was it in a nutshell for this release. Thank you for watching and see you next time.